Disney's Snow White was released on Friday and opened at just $43 million in the domestic box office. The live remake of the classic was riddled in controversy throughout the production process. The film has a long way to go after reportedly blew by its $250 million budget. Joining us now is Box Off Media's Daniel Loria. Now, Daniel, it'd be one conversation if we just said, what happened in this case? Was it the DEI blowback? Was it the... This was the worst first quarter for the box office in, 25 years? One of the worst?
One of the worst. So we're on track for a bad performance.
Okay, it's not just this one. There was also, where a couple of
Captain America.
Captain America, thank you, yeah. Brave New World, Dogman. Mm-hmm. It was a Super Bowl. We've had some horrendous numbers at the box office. What is going on?
Well, it was always going to be a difficult first quarter. You just named the three movies that the entire first quarter was betting on to have a good performance. Dogman at the end of January, animated title from the Universal side. Middle of February, Captain America, Brave New World. End of March, Snow White. Neither of them overperformed. All of them were modest to a little bit lower on what we wanted. And that created a vacuum of big, appealing titles to really lift this quarter where we wanted it to be. So that's how we're in this situation. Not ideal, but I do think the second quarter, we're ready for recovery.
How much of this, listen, there's all the Snow White stuff. Mm-hmm. People are lashing out about the woke stuff, whatever. I have a different theory. Number one, the movies are old. I mean, I don't think they're that interesting, but also I don't see advertisements for movies anymore.
Somebody else pointed that out watching TV. During March Madness, they saw barely any film
It was all for prescription drugs and beer, burgers, and then some erectile dysfunction drug, which it all seems to make sense. But you just don't see ads. I didn't know Dogman was coming out, and I have a 10-year-old.
Brian, I make a living watching movies and making sure that I know what movies are coming up, and I still have to dig around to find marketing elements for these movies. It's a huge issue. The marketing awareness, I don't want to say spend because the spend is there. It's just hitting consumers, hitting moviegoers and letting them know, hey, this movie might appeal to you. This movie's coming out. That's harder, I think, than in any other period right now. You have a fragmented media landscape. Making sure that marketing dollar is optimized is really difficult. And I think that's a big element to this decline that we're seeing in the first quarter. Not knowing where to spend that marketing dollar, slate awareness, the awareness of movies coming up, I think that's the big challenge for the industry to overcome in the post-pandemic period.
I've heard other theories as well about why the box office has been so bleak. I've heard it's just the high cost one, which we know obviously is true. It's a really big outing for a family sometimes. Also the competition with Netflix and TV and just the opportunity to sit at home. So do you think that some of those factors are also an issue?
I think cost is a factor for everybody right now, especially where the economy is. Tariffs are here one day, not the other day. Stock market's going crazy. It's hard to find our footing. Moviegoing, however, remains to be, I think, an accessible experience out of home for a lot of people around the country.
We're talking about spending, thousands of dollars to go to Disney, and people can do that. But you're telling me that that the average kind of more middle-income consumer showing up to the movie, that's falling off?
Yeah, I'm not sure cost is going to be at the center of this equation. It influences. I'll give you some data points. With Snow White over the weekend, 32% of the market share of the tickets came from premium format tickets. That's the most expensive ticket in an auditorium. Your Dolby, your IMAX, the works, right? Usually for a big title like this, we see 40% plus, which tells me what? The main demographic here are families. So you're not buying one or two premium tickets. You're buying 3, 4, 5 tickets. You're going to go for the more affordable, regular auditorium. And it's important for audiences to have that option of saying, hey, I want to splurge on this big explosion superhero movie. Not sure how many explosions there are in Snow White. Probably not that many. Maybe
not enough.
Something like that. Not enough, apparently. Maybe for something like that, 3, 4, 5 tickets plus concessions, you go for the standard ticket. I think that's where the pricing situation comes in.
I think the bomb in Snow White may be the end receipts.